Hello everyone, let's get this started here on the recast of the Noble vs. Mortality match from the Season 8 Pro placement of Cevo. Let's just run along and make sure everything is set up, and then we can get this match underway. This match is going to be a best of one taking place on Cash. The way they picked this is they both eliminated three maps and will have a knife fight to pick sides. So just give me a second here while I go make sure everything is alright over here. Make sure the title is correct. And hide that preview so we don't hear my stream. Recast Mortality vs. Noble eSports Season 8 Pro placement. Yep, seems correct, and the tweets have gone out. So let's get this one underway, shall we? I could switch. Let's give back control to the camera operator, as no hate there on the expert operating of the Cevo camera operators. Let's also get the in-game sound working.
Yep, cheating.
And again, just...
You've been reported. I'll wait for the admin's clearance.
We are going to turn off...
Good thing, Cevo.
Here we're going to see the knife fight in hopes of picking the more favored, I believe, CT side on this map. Looks like it's just going to be a standard rush to mid to try to take out these teams. Great placement from Mortality, but kind of having to fall back as they all rush in. Vice almost gets hit there. If that had happened, that would put them in a disadvantage. The boost coming in. They aren't able to make the jump though. And it's... Oh, looks like one of them has been hit. And one goes down. Ooh, and it's just a slaughter fest, and it seems 2 versus 1 to go towards Mortality. Mortality gets to pick the sides on this, and they're going to pick the favored CT side, as you should. It seems odd they're playing with 2 subs in this match here. We see subs coming in for the normal roster of Paul Newman and Ye, actually, with being replaced with Toy and Whitmer. 2 people I don't really know. They must know the rest of the team or something, as they were picked as the subs by the team. I believe they must know Vice, the current team captain. Noble actually already faced off with Mortality once in ESEA, I believe, or was that not ESEA, and in fact went out one of those 2 and actually won 2-0 to knock them out of the tournament. So, you know, stakes were considered high, but maybe they'll make something work with this new roster for the pro placement. Whitmer is getting flanked on by Roblins, and Sick able to take down, but they're already in the 2v3, actually the 1v3, with Sick being the only one left, and it's just not looking good coming into this pistol round, with a lot of teammates going down quickly to that quick push from the T side. We're going to be seeing this. Oh, we see a pause. One of the players has left. That is Vice. Vice seems to have been... his radar broke. He has no radar. Stop cheating. Tactical pause. The chat is always amazing in these matches. You have to watch out for the little bit of commentary you get to see inside the minds of these pros. You know, no hostilities here. We're seeing a standard machine gun buy, 2 MAC-10s, an MP7 or an MP9. Does he have that out? I forget which gun that is. He in fact does not. I forget offhand, which it's the MP7, called it correctly. We didn't see 4Shot get the chance to buy up yet. He buys the Tech 9 after the pause. We see a dual scout buy coming out of the saving CT side. A little bit odd. We also see the CZ on Vice's strategy. They like to play on these save rounds to just try to pick up some sort of frag to get a gun into their hands. But odd to see 2 scouts, and even more 2 scouts pushing like that. What a nice shot by Shinobi, but Toy instantly goes down afterwards, turning the trade into favoring Noble, as Whitmer is just standing here with his deagle, unable to get any shots through the smoke. And the bomb's going down right now. Rob was able to get a couple lucky shots with that MAC-10. Actually, that's an MP7. Sorry. And we see Vice kind of lurking around, looking for a kill, but unable to find one yet. And Whitmer's just gonna... Oh, 1 dig onto Roa. And we see 2 more over there on this. He's not able to take down Rob, but he gets him lit down to 10. And that means that they're probably going to know that this is going to be a save of some guns. And, you know, we see the push with the Tech 9 coming from mid, but do they know? Are they going to be able to find these guys out? And Vice goes down, unable to save the CZ. It's not that big of a loss. It could have been the scout, which would have been a loss of 1,800. And we see a throw of the machine guns in favor of AKs on at least 2 players. And again, 4Shot keeping that Tech 9, even though he could afford an op if that is what he's after. I guess he feels that it would not be a wise decision to buy such a thing at this time. Toy gets hit with something, maybe a nade, and is knocked down to 28 HP. So far, not looking good for Mortality going into this 3rd round, but you know, these are all saves, and we haven't yet seen the first gun round, and you know, that's when the real match starts, when the gun rounds come in, and it really depends who gets those kills there. We see a 1-man stack over on A versus the 4 people on B, and he's already lit down to 30. It's going to be a fast rotate, but you know, it's going to be probably too late for anyone to even get any kills here, as Sick goes down to the nice nade from 4Shot. See a lot of people pushing that smoke, but you know, they're already down a player, and a lot of them are lit. Excellent spray. I had Lopez, and spray through smoke almost gets 1, but Shinobi's able to take down Roa and Planks, and now it's kind of looking like they're getting a lot of eco damage. Vice able to pick up another one. This economy damage is just going to be huge for them. They get the AK, but then they're flanked from behind. Rob was able to take the final frag, but you know, they lost a lot of AKs there, leaving them with the scout onto 4Shot, who may decide to buy or may just decide to save forever until the end of time. He's picking up $1,000 worth of grenades and nothing else. As we see this first gun round come in, he seems to have been dropped an AK, as he did not buy it himself, as I think he still has. No, he did buy. I just didn't see it in the buy overview. Fire goes down, Toy able to pick up 2 with the help of Whitmer and his Molotov. Shinobi able to pick up the 3rd, and now they're going to be rotating towards A as they have been shut down in mid. This has been a great gun round. All of the CTs seemingly untouched. 6 spotted out, but unable to take one of them down, but able to hit both of them for low damage. But now they know where the push is coming from, but it's rotating back around. Loop-de-loop right here with Noble. Just, you know, never gonna know. It seems they're gonna boost one into mid to try to take mid control, but as you can see here on the map, we already see Shinobi over by mid, Vice by mid, Whitmer in a quick rotate to mid. Mid is just not the place you would want to be, is this T side, especially with so many players down already. As Shinobi shows, no, you don't want to be here, but Planks, looks like it's going to be an open plant if Whitmer doesn't have it. Oh, Whitmer goes down to a nice AK shot by Planks. And Shinobi almost goes down as well. Actually, he does. Vice able to take him down finally, but great damage there from Planks after he was put into the 1v4. Clearly, the players know each other, as They've now called him Vinny. Whitmer with the op, and we see a quick push into A. They again only have one player over here, and it's sick, but he might be able to pick up a lot of kills with this FAMAS if he's lucky. They don't seem to know he's here, and the flash is just unable to take anyone down. But Toy comes in to pick up the kill. Tech 9's only, but you know, up a player means that this rifle push with one of them being an op is not going to be easy. It's going to be very difficult. Picks up one, almost picks up two. Whitmer now forced to save the op as he's the only person left in this entire CT side. This Tech 9 quick push just totally destroyed Mortality as they've only been playing one person over into A, and that backfired this time as he was unable to hold. Whitmer with quick save. Unable to keep it though as Roa makes an amazing shot. Roa? No idea how that's pronounced. Noble eSports with amazingly hard to pronounce names. Lopes. Shinobi and Sick picking up the CZ, as they say. They love this strategy where they can just get a lucky angle and pick up a gun off of this side. And those two guns can make or break a side. Vice over on this box, actually not on the box corner, on the wall behind the box corner. Nate comes in, hits him for 3. And we see a really spread out T side looking for openings. But really, I think it's got to be this B push as we see 3 players over here in the kind of window room that can throw into B. People are pushing that box. They're unaware that Vice is here, except that Rob is going to peek it out. Whitmer on this site, and both the CZs were over on A this time, hoping to get that push, but it didn't come. Now it's the other 2 newer players playing over here, unable to take one down. Sick is though able to come in with a CZ and pick up that kill. Really good round there from Noble, pushing this into 5-1. It's just looking like they're going to run away with this one, but we're coming into another gun round. Not as solid as value as you would want to see here from the CT side. Only 1 kit and a whole bunch of FAMASes. We probably should see another kit bought on device, but he's just not going to. As again, they're playing 3 by B. An odd strategy that they've been playing. I guess Sick just feels he can, carry here, but actually he is, as the 2 FAMASes are able to trade out for AKs. But they're not going to pick them up. They're going to just keep those FAMASes in hand. And actually, I think Shinobi picked him in M4 there. Sick able to take down the guy pushing Squeaky, and Noble Forshot is now coming around the forklift. Sick with his back to him, no idea. Sick able to take down another one, low on HP. Now he goes down. It's 24 HP versus 106. It's gonna have to be a plant here as soon as he can, and he has no idea where Shinobi is. But Shinobi spots him out and gets the kill. That's the second round coming towards Mortality's way. But if we look at this, you just see a lot of rounds where it goes a lot of Noble's way, and we only see we see 1 guy save here, which was the scout. But look at these, we see 1s and 2s here versus 4, 3, 3, 2. Their economy is just going to be more solid unless if Mortality can decide to pick some of these up with low casualties. And it's going to be really hard to get these with these pushes that Mortality's making that just don't tend to pay out as well as you would wish. Planks unaware that Shinobi's here. Shinobi coming in, unable to take down 4-shot, but that's 2 versus 2, 1 versus 2, 1 versus 1. Vice able to make an amazing play to pick up this round. And that's what they really need to push this into actually not a save round still. Look at this economy, just barrels of money here versus the last 2 wins have gone here, and they still don't have that much. Able to save an AK, but that AK is not going to pay off for the entire team to get M4s, as we still see 2 FAMASas and an MP9 on Whitmer. This is an odd buy for a team that knows they're going to go up against full armor here. This is not going to be a save. And an odd flash there from Noble, as it doesn't end up paying out and actually ends up slowing them down. Vice able to take down 1. Shinobi knows that it's going to be B. Vice able to take down 2 on this push, and the push has been slowed down. Rob able to trade out, but not before Toy takes out Rob. And it's just a quick round, and that is the round Mortality really needed to pick up, where they get the four men saving, and one goes down, but it wasn't somebody with a lot of money invested in that round. Bringing this back to a 4-5 on the CT side for Mortality, and it's not looking good, as Noble's really close to that number you would need on cash to just take it away. And Mortality pretty much needs to win out to guarantee a victory without a lot of pushing on the T side. And Whitmer and Sick able to pick up 1 each. Whitmer able to take them another. Sick able to get 1. Sick picks up the 3rd. Just that really solid A-hold through this push. Didn't work the second time on the Tech 9 push, and that was a full save. And nobody goes down. Nobody gets that damaged. It's just great for the economy of Mortality. We see full AK, full grenades coming in from Noble, but is it going to be enough for them to push out versus this 3 AK defense? AK is a great gun, and when it's put on that defensive side, it's nearly unstoppable with its great angle holding. Whitmer again able to take them down 1, and just this push is not working for Noble, as lots of them are going down and they're all spotted, and nobody yet fallen on Mortality side. Another one goes down, but do they know about the guy over by Vent? Shinobi knows. Shinobi seems to know, and he's going to try to take him out, but he's, it's head peak versus head peak. And it looks like Noble's going to win that out, but still, it's a 2v5 with nobody looking too damaged. 67 and 64. They're just stuck here in mid, not knowing where to really go. They smoke off the Z connector, but Vice is over here in this corner, and if they push out, Vice is going to peek him. And probably pick up both. He knows there's 2, so bet if he spots 1, he's going to wait for the second. Sees 1, he sees both. He sprays down 1, he sprays down both. Both headshots. Excellent play there from Vice, able to pick up the both of them with spray, and that's the second round. Vice is alive. Look at that 10,000. He decides to buy a pistol because he can buy a pistol at this point. He buys a pistol and a flash. But full nades versus a broken buy here from Noble, again with 4-shot saving up. It's that weird Tech 9 buy that he likes to do, and his team has 3 AKs and a Galil, but also full armor and helmet. That's really good versus a CT side if they're holding those M4s. But this team isn't really holding that many M4s. It actually has more AKs on it, and that helmet isn't going to do anything versus that AK. Well, Rowan's actually hit through the door for 20, but 20 is enough to spook him a little bit and make him fall back. Actually able to hit Whitmer for quite a bit. And now they're going to kind of regroup over by mid by the bomb. Does he see him? He sees him and gets him down. You could slightly see the head peak over that box. It's difficult to tell, even for pros. And it seems like the mid push is going to be real as Roa takes down Whitmer. And then now the vents have opened. They know exactly what's going to go down here, as Toy with an excellent position able to take down 2. Now it's a 2v3, and Vice has the perfect corner. Takes down 1, knows where the other one is. Just keeps popping up and down and gets the second. Excellent play there by the whole of Mortality, able to hold it out. Vice saving that time, not letting them take the site too early and gain control of that round. And again, we're either going to see a broken bye or an attempt at a full round at round 13. We're going to see the Tech 9 P250 combo bye. Plank showing off his karambit. As the quick push comes in, he's lining up that smoke, hopefully to try to block off the view of this push. But Widmer with the op pushed up. They knew that that rush was coming, the slow push. And now we see 3 players over on A, something we really haven't been seeing that much from Mortality. As they made it on site, but Widmer and Sick able to take him down. This hold has been unbeatable so far. Wiz, though, gains that op, and it's quite powerful in his hands, as he's able to take down Shinobi, but one of them is down to 26. It's 2 guns versus 2 guns, but better health on the Mortality side, and they still have the flame grenade. Rob Wiz able to take down 2 players with an excellent play on that op. That is a 3K for him, but still, this economy over here from Mortality is just insane, and we're going to be seeing half of the members on this other side needing a bye at the end of this. As if they lose this one, Mortality is going to have the round after. It's really coming down to, you know, who wins this one. Like, well, with that looks like it's Mortality's game, as Rob was the current top fragger for Noble is down, and 4Shot is the only real big player left. And, you know, he's over by A. It looks like they're setting up for the A push now that B has been taken out. But one of them's hit down to 9 by the spray from Sick. Quite a good spray. It actually looks like Mortality might end up taking the better half of these rounds, and Shinobi goes down to a bad peak onto planks, but, you know, again, hitting him down to low HP. Wimmer in the fire, but unable to hit the shots with the Deeg or the op, and 6 now down, and it's 3v2. It's looking like a great round for Noble. Oh, crazy play there by Toy. Toy pushing in. He's flashed. He's going to fall back. Here's the fire. They now know where one is, but they do not know where the other one is. They're going to fake the defuse. Can Vice make this happen? No, he cannot. That's going to be 7-7, and that is the amount that looks like Noble is going to maybe take this game. But who knows? The Mortality may put up a very, very solid side on T. We do not know what they've been practicing, especially with this new lineup. We see an op and a FAMAS, but no full nades on Whitmer. He's been playing really well with his op, but hasn't been able to hit the up-close shots, which, you know, can be very difficult with that weapon. Vice now taking a hold onto A, switching it up from the normal style as Toy and Shinobi have pushed all the way into mid and seem to be counter-boosting to maybe try to take this out. Oh my gosh, and the opper's down, and the box guy doesn't even know. The CZ comes out, and he's able to take him down. And now we see the push from Squeaky, but it's already too late. They know A is just doomed, and B is now closed out. Mid is the only place left they can go, as they've taken out the guy mid, and now he's alone. It's a 3v. Shinobi, amazing play, picks up the 4. They are now readying up for the next round. Vice is now ready twice. Still ready. He's just ready. We're going to have to see an excellent T side here, picking up 8 at least, which is something you don't really usually see on Cash, but Cash can be up in the air sometimes. This is going to be an interesting pistol buy to see what they go with here. We see armor on Sick. Nope, we don't. We see armor on Sick with the decoy. Vice picking up the nades. Widmer going with the armor. Do we see a Tech 9 buy? Does Shinobi buy? No, he buys armor. So we're going to see full armor other than on Vice, who's going to pick up the 3 nades for this round. And we see a kind of odd buy from Noble, as only 2 of them have armor, and the rest have gone for a lot of nades to try to like play those that time. But in a pistol, like the last 20 seconds can go, but they're going to push. Insane play by Noble, and it's going to pay off with 2 kills, but Toy comes in and picks up the other 2. That's 1v3, and it's over for Noble on this round. It's a guy with no armor and a flashbang with a USP to deal this out, and Sick kind of pushed out of the spot to plant, but Robwis just goes down. First round goes to Mortality this half. And we're going to be seeing a rifle buy, oddly, from Mortality. Not going to try to get that extra economy from those machine guns out of Toy and Shinobi. Shinobi actually tends to like that Mac 10 on this T side. He does pick it up quite a bit. And the rest of the team going for those AKs and Galils can be quite dangerous versus this unarmed CT side. Oh, Plank's able to hit an excellent shot, but Toy able to trade him out for another player. Plank's still playing this area and goes down to Shinobi's Mac 10. Mac 10's been making great money for Mortality right here. And the USP comes in trying to pick up a couple kills, but only lights 2. Almost looks like he's going to hit Vice there for the headshot, but does not take him out. Whitmer picks up one with the Galil. Now we see the bomb go down by Vice. Even if they lose this one, the economy will be great, but it doesn't look like they are going to, as the other team has almost no HP left. Excellent play there by Toy, picking up 3 right there with that Galil. Other kills going after the Mac 10s, but look at the save there of all of the rifles that matter, and the economy just coming in to Mortality. We're going to be seeing another save round here from Noble. Noble looking like they need to make something happen. The score lines is just Mortality just has more players going into the double digits, and that's clearly where this is going. Like, look at Vice only dying 8 times, while the rest of the other team has 12 or more deaths. It's huge. Whitmer able to take one down. Just we don't see a buy on a Toy, which is odd. He's probably saving for the op next round, but you know, you rarely see this come out of a double win to just no buy other than a pistol. Pistol armor, a single smoke. Playing mid, oddly enough. He knows he's up against pistols, so he's not going to get outgunned in mid, but it's just not the gun you would want to cover this area. Planks is pushing up. Will he know that he's going to be undercut here? And actually, Toy ends up the better half of that trade, and now it's a 3v5, and actually it's a 2v5 as another one goes down. It's a 1v5, and Toy looks like he's going to be able to save the armor, which is huge as Roa goes down. Toy, the only one hurt here, as he was playing the pistol in mid. If he had an AK, that would have been an unhurt round probably for Mortality. Let's look at what comes out of the buy from Noble here, as it's their first buy. We get a dual op setup with 3 M4s, 2 of which the M4A4. Odd for pro teams is we see a lot more A1Ss in the pro leagues, which is why they keep getting a buy nerf to cost more. Shinobi able to take down 2 crazy people in mid, but Daddy's able to trade out 2 more. And actually 3. That is a great play by that M4. You know, showing just the power of the S, and Roblin is able to take one down with the op, but it's not looking good here for Mortality. It's 1v3 and there's 2 ops. He's not able to see the head of Daddy. He goes down, and it's almost the trade on the op guy, which would have given them the plant and the money. He peeks out with the Molotov at the wrong moment, and Rob was just able to take him down. That is 11-8 in favor of Mortality. But Mortality, again, able to buy this round, and it's going to be a tighter buy for Noble this round with not as much head armor. Again, still playing the two ops as they haven't lost either of them. But that can really cost you. If you lose those ops, you've now lost your economy and you're going to have to rebuild completely. As the op is an expensive gun to buy once, you don't usually see, you know, almost 10,000 dropped in a single round by a team on two guns. Four shot with the op is peeking an odd location, but he has backup by the M4 on. Oh, excellent shot through the smoke has to be on onto Shinobi. And Vice brings him down. Planks goes down. And it's looking like a trade that's going Mortality's way. But then again with the great M4 play, it's 1v1. AK versus op. And this is a pivotal moment. Does Noble win it out with the op? Or does this AK take him out? And he's now hurting for money for the next 2 or 3 rounds. And he peeks right into the flash, and Whitmer comes out, picks up that bomb. He's going to go for the plant, and peeks out instead of keeping with the plant. That leaves it at 11-9 in favor of Mortality. One of those ops going down is huge, though, as they are not going to be able to keep the dual op setup, and that is part of the reason they've been winning these rounds. Is nobody really expects the second op to come down, but you know, with a half save coming in from Mortality, it's totally possible that they can pick this up. But given if any gun falls, it's going to be big and costly. Except we actually see an op played from Mortality, which is quite odd in one of these half saves where we see a CZ and a Tech 9 coming out. And we see the A split as they did last time, but are they going to be slower about it, or are they going to play it slightly different? The other team sure is this P90 looks like it's going to peek through that smoke. Flash comes in, and he's not able to take one down, but he's spotted 2 of them out, and that's going to be big for this play. Is they now know it's probably an A push, and they can rotate people over by it and feel safe. But did they over-rotate? Is we now see only one player over by B, and it's looking like a solid mid-push with all of the players coming mid. One goes down to the AK of Vice. Now that puts Noble into the worst spot, as they now have 2 players on both sites, but they're not holding the better positions. The fire comes down and unable to get down out of it before it hits him for 50, and he's unable to take down more than one. But Rob able to hit 1 shot. They're keeping it even, trading out here, but now it's uneven, and they have an op. It's going to be a hard retake with an op. He could trade it out for the rifle behind him, but that'll still slow him down. Actually, it's a fair trade now. Nope, now it's just the op versus 2 other players. He should probably save this, but he looks like he's going to push, and he saw Safe, actually Vice, but did Vice see him? No. Does he play this? He didn't expect, and Whitmer is able to pick up that op and get out of there. AK switch at the right moment saved that round for the Mortality. 12-9. Big plays are being made. This is pretty much the make or break for how the group stages of pro placement will go for these 2 teams. Is I don't know the other 2 teams, but I feel that these 2 teams are some of the strongest in this bracket, just based off of name and how many times I've seen them on the lounge. Noble, actually, I don't think he even plays main. They're higher. Whitmer actually seeing 3 right there, able to take up 1, and Vice trading out the other 2. That's huge right here, as Mortality's already taken sight, and it's 1v5, and they know exactly where he is. Gonna go down, easy round for Mortality, 13-9. That's why the dual op setup can be quite costly, is they lost most of their economy and have these 2 saves again. It's almost like they lost a second pistol round. It's just it's impossible to get out of there with this working out. Just look at the equipment value bar. It's almost completely Mortality's buy. We see a couple of eco pistols coming out, but no armor. And it's going to be a push, and the op's able to take one down, and AKs are just going to be able to spray out more as they're going to rotate out, but they've now given an op. Great shot by the Deagle, as two more go down to Shinobi, and that's going to be called for the B push, as that Deagle just took one of them down easy. They're going to throw the AK out of the map in case somebody comes over here to try to save stuff. And they're going to put the op on the corner. It looks like he's going to have an AK of his own to save, but they don't know that. They're going to stay on the site, as they have no idea where this guy could be after that call out that he's on A. Great corner holds here. You see Vice, he has the ear to the vent. If that vent breaks, he'll know they're over there. That's going to be the call to get out of there, except for whoever's on site. He's going to take a little bit more time to get out, as he has full health, I bet. Yes, that was sick on the site there for who planted the bomb. 14-9 Mortality in favor. Better economy on Mortality, but here comes the buy again from Noble. Are we gonna see the same double op setup that worked before? Yes, we are. Rishant and Robwoods coming in with the two ops. It's a risky buy, and they're in a place that they have to play risky, because if it doesn't work, they've pretty much lost this game, as they're now down 5 and have to win, 7. One of them goes down to Toy. Shinobi traded out, though, as that's a big play. As Shinobi is the top frag for Mortality, but Sick goes down, but Planks is traded out. And you see 4-shot on the truck with the op. And I think that's the other opper behind him, but I'm not sure. Yes, it was, as Whitmer was able to take him out. I think through the edge of the smoke there. Vice with a lucky kind of spray down mid to scare this guy out, but Toy takes down, and that's pretty much game right then and there. If you look at it, the economy is going to be reset to this 3,000, and we're going to see one op, but then we're going to see a whole lot of FAMASs. Actually, we're not even going to see enough FAMASs, as one of them is deciding to go CZ, one of them going 5-7. It's an op. Two FAMASs is the only rifle game they have right now. The op is big, as the op can make some plays, but if he doesn't, this game is over right here. You see the pistol. One of the FAMASs already goes down, as 2 people are traded out. Given only one of them's only a pistol, but any trades that go down, and on site, and it's 2v. The op misses the shot. This seems like it's over here in favor of Mortality, as they have 2 rifles versus a FAMAS here on Planks, and it just doesn't seem possible. Let's see who comes out on top. As he's able to trade out Shinobi, but he doesn't see the op, and the fire grenade comes down. He trades out his FAMAS for another FAMAS, and there's the time. He does not have enough time to defuse this bomb, as he has to stick it, and he just goes down. That is game in favor of Mortality. So let me just come over here to the endgame screen in just a second, and we'll leave this one out, as that ends the first round in the pro placement. And the next one is actually coming up on the 29th, I think, in the next 3 days, if this comes up on the day that this is live casted. But, I don't remember who that is versus, but you're going to be able to see that live on, I believe, the MLG site for Cevo, and let's just end the stream. Apply changes.